Hey guys, and welcome back to part 3 of my Minecraft video series. Today we're just going to go back into the same world that we went to in part 2, and I'm going to show you what happened overnight. When we left off then, we said that we were just going to carve out the house a little bit, and that is exactly what I've done. What we have here is just another room. It's cleaner. Got a bit of a painting here, just for fun. I had some wool lying around. And this is a stairway that will eventually become a bit of a mine. I had a lot of questions from people recently, and there's still a skeleton out there. I had a lot of questions recently who were watching my videos who said, great videos, but I want to know what to do next. What do I do on my next day after I build my house? And that's a really good question. What we have to remember as we wait for the sun to rise and kill all the skeletons, what we have to remember about Minecraft is that it's a totally creative world, and so really, as long as you have the resources, as long as you've gotten your resources, it's up to you what you want to do with the rest of your game. At some point I will upload one or two of my worlds that I've done. I've done some underwater houses with lighthouses and dock systems and harbors and stuff like that. I've done castles. It really just is what your creative process decides to go with that day. Anyhow, I think the sun is probably high enough now. What you want to do on your second day, and to make your creative process easier from now on, is you really want to solidify your resource gathering. And so the most important resource, arguably, I'd say, is iron. For building stuff, because it gives you better tools. You can get diamonds and redstone and things like that with it. So it's really vital if you want to keep mining. And so there are a couple of different ways you can do that. The first way is to create a mine within your house that goes down, because iron you mostly find at the very bottom of the world, or at least below sea level. The other way you can do it, and I think is the more fun and easy way to do it, watching for creeper. Oh, there's a creeper right there. These guys are not fun. I'm doing a stupid thing by meleeing him. There we go. They explode violently if you come in contact with them. Generally kills you. But yeah, the more fun option to do is to go and find caves. And caves have big natural openings, and so they usually get you to iron faster than just digging in your own home. And other resources for that matter. The problem is they're scary and dark, and you don't really know what's down there. And so what I'm going to do just before we go down is make sure that I have some good torches. Because I did find this cave in the second video that I said I was going to make note of. This is all coal is useful for in the beginning, so it's great to have. Okay, and so here we have a cave, and we don't know what's down here, but we're going to find out. What we're looking for is iron. More coal is always good. Oh, I just heard a zombie. And so clearly this cave is evil. We know that evil things spawn in the dark. And so the dark can be... Excuse me, guys. The dark can be either dark in caves, or it can be dark at night. And so caves almost always have lots of monsters in them. So you've got to be careful. But as we go down here, you got to always make sure you have a way up as well. As we go down, notice that there's coal in the ceiling. I'm just going to make note of that for later so we can get down to the cool stuff faster. And there's a ton of coal over here, and it seems that this cave ends. So, this cave isn't particularly interesting. Oh, wait a minute. There seems to be a bit more. This cave seems to be just a boon for coal, which is cool. Coal is important in the beginning for torches, for cave exploration, and everything else. But this one seems to be a bit of a dud. Because we do want to get down deep and go into iron. So let's circle around, let's search for some more. My goal with this video here today is to show you what iron looks like if you don't know. And for now we're just going to block off this water. Makes it easier to get around. Oh, the zombie is taking damage, so it was upstairs, I guess. But there we go. Hello. this is what zombies look like, of course, when they're getting burned up by the sun. Oh, so that's why I heard him. He was just right over my head. But there's a lot of coal here, obviously. And, oh, is this another cave or the same one? This looks different. So we're just going to go down, and again, make sure you're laying torches everywhere. Helps monsters not to spawn. More coal. And when you see resources, by the way, it's always a good idea to get rid of them. Not only because you want resources, and more resources means more creativity, because you don't need to go searching for more, but it also means that you might expose the way to a deeper, darker cave. Which is what you want. The deeper and more evil your caves get, the more resources you can do. More resources you can potentially get, which is great. I'm not going to spend time mining that out because I want to try and find one that's actually deep and real. So let's head out. I noticed this one earlier, and we didn't explore, but I don't think there's much down here. Oh yeah, it's just day. So yeah, and sometimes, like I'm doing here, you're not going to have a whole bunch of success in the first day. You're not going to find too many mines. That's okay. The cool thing about this game, of course, just like I was doing earlier, the second option for finding iron or anything else is to dig down a deep staircase in your house. I just made it a staircase because it's easier to get back up and down, but you can just do whatever you like. Big shaft mine if you prefer. I've certainly done that before. And the more the further down you dig, the more likely you're going to find something at the very least. I find that natural caves have a higher concentration of natural resources, but generally speaking, if you dig down far enough, you're going to find a cave anyhow. Because it's pretty alarming how many caves and systems that Minecraft has in it. I'm just having no luck today with caves. Let's see here. It seems as though the world is not going to give me a cave. And so I'm just going to head back, and maybe we find one on our way home. Seems to be a nice big indent in that cave, in that island over there, though. Maybe I'll head over there and see what's going on. I'm still worried about creepers. See, at night there are 4 different types of enemies that will spawn. There's skeletons and there's zombies, and both of them are going to burn up in the day. They can't take the sun, and so they'll burn up when the sun gets past 15 degrees, if I'm not mistaken. And so that's great. But creepers and spiders don't. Spiders aren't aggressive during the day, so we don't have to worry about it. But creepers explode all over you, and they kill you, and, you know, not fun. You can resist them if you're wearing armor, but that's about it. So, that's bad news. You want to avoid them. And you can melee them like I did to that one earlier, and it's probably not very intelligent, because if they get too close, they will blow you up. But, you know, the other thing you can do is make a bow and arrow out of spider string. You can find that on the Minecraft wiki once again, and see what's going on. And you can take them out of range. Now here I'm back to close where I spawned. I think I know where my house is. It's just over the mountain here. I do see a lot of pigs and livestock though, and this is, again, in the early days it's great to have armor, and so getting this leather from the cows is also really good. Basically, we don't want to, in the first couple of days we just want to kill as much as we can, which is sort of cruel, but, you know, it helps. It's all about resource gathering in the first few days. It is getting dark again. Pig right outside my house. Oh, I just took a lot of fall damage because I wasn't paying attention. So we didn't find any caves out there, and that sucks. But we're going to go back inside and we're going to try it downstairs. Now what I'm doing to do this, I mined out a long area first, just to make it look nicer. And then now I'm just going to do smaller ones to get down faster. But essentially, you just want to dig one by one downstairs. And I should probably have a shovel to do this with. Oh, I already do. Never mind. And what you want to do is just dig down and down and down and down until you hit something interesting. And something interesting might just be some iron, might be some coal. But when you do that, it's best to sort of dig around and see what you can find. Dirt in itself is sort of interesting because dirt, generally speaking, when you hit a material that isn't stone when you're underground, you should look around a little bit because it might actually be something, like the roof of a cave or something else. So dirt and gravel are both sort of signifiers for something deeper. Now I'm being real messy here. You want to maintain a staircase just so that you can get back up nice and easily. But other than that, this is sort of what you need to do until you find iron. Once you have iron, you can make all sorts of things. See, there's coal. Now, I would dig more around this, but I think we're running out of time. Iron is really useful because iron, you can make fun things like mine carts, and you can make fun things like, armor and stuff like that to protect you. Aha! There we go. Now, this is iron. This is what we want to do. And usually iron doesn't come in very big deposits. So if we get more than 2 or 3 in a row here, this will be fun. This will be good. Now notice what I said. Generally it's around other things. Look at all the coal around here. It's a nice little indicator. And so if you're paying attention earlier, there's a lot of coal all around this mountain, and there might just be iron everywhere. Look at that. Cool. So three chunks of iron is great. Before we go here, I'm just going to show you how to make that into a furnace, or make that into something, into an iron bar. It's serviceable. Just stick it in the top of a furnace, and you put in 1 coal, and it'll start going. And you don't need to sit here and watch it. You can leave and do other things, and it will eventually make you a steel bar. 1 per 1 ore. And in terms of how much fuel you want to put in, 1 coal will do 8 blocks. Each block takes 10 seconds to go, and coal provides 80 seconds of light, 80 seconds of fuel. And so, generally speaking, if you have a stack of 64, you just need 8 coal on the bottom, and that'll do all you need. And so, I'm just gonna mine this up here. Actually, I need stone tools. I do believe, I'm not sure, but I'm fairly sure you need stone tools to make, or to get iron. You can't just use wood. And unfortunately, I don't have any more wood because I didn't scout out enough today. I'm gonna go try and get some, and this is probably not a good idea. Oh, I hear a skeleton that's going to kill me. We're gonna run back inside. Okay, we're just gonna really quick. He's following me back to the house. He's gonna be annoying all night, I bet. And we're just going to make, let's make a stone pick really quick. Okay. I'm actually going to cut this session here because I do believe I'm getting really close to the time. So, that's what iron looks like. That's about how far down it goes, and that's how you smelt it. You can make iron tools just the same as you can make stone tools, and they last longer and they mine much faster. So join me later for part 4. We're going to go a little bit further into the earth, see what else we can find, see if we can find a natural cave or two, and I'm going to stay on this map for a while. So thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you next time.